Hi everyone, welcome back to K-pop appreciation. Today we'll be appreciating Red Velvet's Psycho. For those of you new to the channel, this isn't a first-time reaction kind of deal. I've watched this video, heard the song many times already. What we're going to do here instead is watch the video, excuse me, two times. First time without any interruption. I won't pause or anything. I might make a comment here or there. And then the second time we'll watch it, and I definitely will pause at certain spots when I want to, share my thoughts with all of you about the video, the choreography, how awesome all five girls are in Red Velvet, the standard stuff. Okay. We're gonna be watching the performance version of the video. I'm a sucker for good choreography, and you really get to see. I mean, the original video is really cool too. It's beautifully shot. But yeah, we're gonna watch a performance video. I'll link down below the link for the official music video. Okay, in case if you want to check that out. If you've never heard of this song before, you've never seen it. If you're new to K-pop in general, all right. Yeah, the song came out for those of you who are brand new. If you're not a Revelove, you don't know this. And that's the first thing. If you're new to K-pop, Revelove is the name of a fan of Red Velvet. It's their fandom name, okay? So Psycho came out, like, the end of December. Like, the tail end. I want to say it was, like, December 28th or something, 29th, or, I don't know. But, yeah, it was, like, the tail end of December when they came out with the song. Yeah, it's part 3. It's the finale of what they call their Reve Festival, which kicked off in June of 2019. The first song in that trilogy was Zimzalabim. I love saying that now. It's fun to say Zimzalabim. And then like in August, late August of 2019, they came out with part 2, which was called Oompa Oompa. And now in December, in December 2019, they came out with this song, Psycho. No, those 3 songs do not sound alike at all. Very distinct differences in sound and style, but that's the beauty and magic of Red Velvet. Anyway, but listen. I want to set expectations in case you've never heard the song. The song definitely has an R&B feel to it. There are some trap elements. Okay, the beautiful harmonizations going on in terms of your voices. Yeah, but don't take my word for it. Let's just check it out right now. Here is Red Velvet's Psycho. So the one in the center is Irene. In case you're new to K-pop, I'll call out the names of the girls. That's Sogi, their main dancer. This is Yeri, the youngest in the group. And that's Joy. Alright, and this is Wendy, their power vocal. I like this little formation they're in. I like Irene's lines here. Wendy's little ad lib there. You know, it was really funny when I remember in the late fall, so like late November, early December, when, you know, Red Velvet fans and K-pop fans, you know, knew Red Velvet was going to come out with a song called Psycho. Everyone was like, "Oh, I wonder what the theme of their song's going to be. You know, is it a love song or is it, you know, and it wound up being a love song. I know there weren't any subtitles there. The official music video has subtitles. But yeah, but people were speculating and like, what's the idea, the theme, the concept of for all five girls? And someone was like, "I hope we get Murder Velvet back." So if you're new to K-pop and you're just getting into Red Velvet, you'll hear that term a lot. It's like, "Oh, Murder Velvet was the best Red Velvet." So Murder Velvet refers to a song of theirs back in 2017 called Peekaboo. And in Peekaboo, the video is very dark. They go around murdering pizza delivery boys. I mean, the murder is implied, but you know what happens. So, and it was a really cool video. Anyway, so that's what, if you hear that a lot, that's where that comes from. If you're, again, you're new to K-pop. So yeah, so that song, oh my God. I remember like when I first heard the song, I remember I woke up that it was a cold winter morning. It was December, late December. And I was like, "Oh yeah, Red Velvet dropped their new song," and I was just floored. I was like, "Oh man, this is really good." And I was impressed, because it didn't sound anything like Oompa Oompa, okay, which was their, you know, the song that came out in late August, and didn't sound anything like their super experimental song earlier in that year, in June, which was Zimzalabim. I've talked about those songs on this channel. I'll link the description. I'll link it in the description below, links to those songs, those videos. Yeah, unfortunately, makes me sad to talk about this. Sorry. Yeah, it's for those of you new to K-pop. So Psycho unfortunately never got a proper promotional cycle in South Korea, through no fault of our own. It was someone's fault, and I blame a certain television broadcasting station in Korea for this. So it was the end of the year, right? And a lot what happens in Korea, if you don't know this, a lot of broadcasting stations, they have what's called an end of year song festival. You know, the major broadcasting stations do it. So they invite all sorts of artists, and you get some really fun collaborational stages. And Wendy was part of this one collaboration stage with some other people. I think it was like a Disney medley, and there was a rehearsal for it. And she pretty much, long and short, there was an accident, a horrible accident, and she wound up falling like close to, like, in terms of height, like 2 stories. You know, basically, from what I understand, some person was like, "Okay, your turn. Go through the tunnel. Just keep walking." And she walked through the tunnel, and she couldn't see anything because it was super dark, and she fell 2 stories. It was awful. She broke her right hip. I know she broke her hip I believe I read reports somewhere like she broke her right jaw, the right part of her jaw and her hand as well. I don't know. That I don't know, but I do know she took a hip injury, a nasty one. So there's only one live performance of Psycho, which was taped just before that accident had happened. So yeah, it was just a super bummer. I mean, not just I'm not even talking about it's not just a super bummer for Wendy. I mean that's terrible. Taking an injury like that. And it's a hip injury, so it's been a while. Right now, as I'm recording this, it's July 13th. No one has seen Wendy publicly. I mean, she sang on the soundtrack to a Korean drama series about a month and a half ago. So we know she could sing and she's fine, but whether she can move, I mean, it's gonna take some time. So yeah, it's a shame we never got to see like music show performances of Psycho. But again, her Wendy's health is paramount. So it's I thought I read somewhere that Wendy was really upset that she had hurt herself, and Silky, the main dancer, had to comfort her. It was Silky or Joy, and one of them told her, it's like, you know what, we can perform Psycho 10 years from now. It doesn't matter when we perform it. Just concentrate on getting better. So yeah, but the song did so well in Korea. I remember Revelovs just streaming the freaking song day in and day out like it was their freaking job. Yeah, so it has like a lot of views. The official music video anyway. So yeah, but musically, I mean, again, Red Velvet's they anytime they do like R&B stuff, like Bad Boy, I'm a big fan of another song of theirs called Automatic. They're just good. And I've mentioned this before in this channel. Red Velvet is the most versatile girl group right now in contemporary K-pop in terms of switching up their style or adapting their talents to whatever style of song they're going to perform, genre of song they're going to perform. They do it very well. Whether that's their innate talent or they just have really good musical direction from SM Entertainment. SM Entertainment does know what they're doing. That's their agency. So anyway, let's just watch it again. All right. I like this beginning. Very soft. You get the beautiful vocalization there. And all of a sudden, Psycho. So obviously typical SM Red Velvet setup. We always have Irene in the center because she is hold on, I'm not gonna make that joke. I was about to say she's the original visual, but I'm not gonna say that. SM really likes, they privilege the appearance of their artists, and Irene, is regarded as one of the great beauties of South Korea. So, and I'm not being sarcastic or disparaging that. She is a beautiful young lady, no doubt. All five of them are. So, but yes. So in the background, you got this drum machine, and just there's this little keyboard riff going. I don't know if you can hear it. Hear it? Actually, let me shut up instead of going and just listen for it. Now, yeah. So it's everything is layered on top of each other like a foundation. So whoever's singing sounds great, and it fits in with the style of the song. Yeri, Katie Kim. I called Yeri Katie Kim because that Katie is her Americanized or English name, supposedly. I mean, that's what she said. So I'm not gonna go against Katie Kim. So Joy. Okay, hold on. You know what? So can we just talk up? That's a good shot. Yeah. I usually, it's a given in K-pop that everyone looks freaking fabulous. Okay, the men look super handsome, the women are stunningly gorgeous. Whatever. Okay, it is what it is. But I'm telling you, there's something about their agency, SM. I mean, you look at all their groups, the SM, that are currently active right now. So EXO, EXO, NCT, Red Velvet, Super Junior, technically Girls' Generation. The stylists are amazing. Well, 90% of the time, the stylists do a really good job. In Red Velvet's song Zimzalabim, one of the costumes Wendy wears is it's not something I'm particularly fond of. It's this lime green Oscar the Grouch kind of weird top with that was not I don't think that was a good look for her. But this one, oh, they got this dark, brooding, sensual vibe, right? Oh, because there are no subtitles. So the song is talking about, they're kind of saying like, hey, you and I, we're kind of crazy. We're crazy in love, and people think we're nuts and bad for each other, but we're crazy, and I like it. That's pretty much the gist of the song. That's hence the use of the word psycho. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, listen to how sweet her vocal tone is. So what I'm about to put forth is a very subjective opinion, but it's my opinion that there's some wonderfully talented vocalists in K-pop right now, female vocalists, and it's really hard to point out who's the best one. But if I was ever forced into a corner, and it's like, Simon, you need to tell us right now, who do you think is the number one third generation female K-pop vocalist? Wendy would be a contender for me. Yeah, Wendy's really good. It's not, and again, it's not just like her hitting a note or anything. It's about how she emotes the note with feeling. And she does that in a lot of songs. My favorite Red Velvet song of all time is a song called Red Flavor. Totally different vibe from the song. But at the end of the bridge of Red Flavor, she holds out this note and she sings, to Sweet Summer Romance, young love song, right? And it's just beautiful how she sings in that part in Red Flavor. Anyway. Here we go. I mean, dance-wise, they're not doing anything super complex, right? But just the way this comes with 6 years of experience, because they're a 6-year-old girl group right now. They make it look so smooth and easy, but it's their stage presence. Again, that move with the arms. Hold on, right here. Nothing super fancy or complicated, but again, because it's them doing it specifically. Irene, Silky, Wendy, Joy, Yeri. They could pull it off. Right here, again, nothing complex. They just, what do? They just shift left, back and forth, left and right. But they're the looks they gave you, and it's all about the controlled, disciplined movements. Here we go. Silky in front. They move their knees outward a little bit. Again, but because the movements were so small, I would argue. That's the highlight they want to show you. It's like this barely restrained. It's mirroring like what they're singing about. It's like they have this crazy psychotic passion for their significant other. It's barely restrained under the surface, and I think the choreography reflects that. They could explode with power and technical moves if they want to, but they don't. It's a very controlled, calculated movement. So, I don't know if you guys caught that. That is my favorite line in this song, with Irene saying that she is the original visual. So, when I first heard that, I'm like, wow, she went there. The lyricist went there and gave it to Irene. I mean, how appropriate, right? Irene is considered one of the great beauties of South Korea. For me, it's a little funny. I'm not saying it's funny because I don't believe her. I think she's ugly. I'm not saying that, okay? For me, at least for SM Entertainment, for me, the original visual of SM Entertainment will always be a very tall young lady by the name of Yuna from Girls' Generation. In Girls' Generation, Sonoshide, Yuna is their center. And Yuna also is considered one of the great beauties of South Korea as well. So I just think when I heard that, I'm like, oh, she went there. She said she's the original visual, but no, it's a clever line. It's cute. So, and how Irene delivers it is just great. I love the you know, in the background when she was singing that, you know, there's like these little plucks from the strings. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. It's great. Can't forget Katie Kim. See how Seulgi just sang that? You know, Seulgi, you know, I always say if Wendy was not in this group, Seulgi would be main dancer and main vocalist. Okay, it's Yeri's rap. Now Seulgi sings. Oh. Joy. Joy looks fantastic in this video. Here we go. Free chorus. Seulgi in the center. Oh, that. Did you hear that in the background? It's Wendy. She's just vocal riffing, very briefly. Right now, right here, and down. Lately with Red Velvet, not lately, but I don't know, I've never noticed. Joy, she always brings the song home during the bridge. I want to see the Joy's part again. You know, a lot of people underestimate Joy. No, she's got a great, you know, she's not just a pretty face, sweet vocal tone, great presence. I love this outro. Right here. It's alright. If Irene tells you it's gonna be alright, you better believe her. This whole outro has, for me, it has a very orchestral feel to it, and I love it. It's classy, but it's got that gritty R&B feel. I love it. Psycho. Okay, and with that, we're caught up mostly. There's one Red Velvet song I didn't do from the past 2 years, which was Power Up. But I'll get to that eventually. But I wanted to get this song out of the way, this video out of the way on my channel because, because of Wendy. One of the reasons I think is because of Wendy. You know, she's still recuperating from her injury. Red Velvet last Monday. Well, no, the song came out last Monday and then the video came out last Tuesday. Ha, SM. Yeah. They have a subunit. It's just Irene and Silky with a song called Monster. It's a very interesting song. I don't know if we'll get to it this week, but definitely by next week, I'll talk about Monster on my channel, okay? But listen, thank you so much for spending the last 26 minutes with me. I appreciate your time as always, okay? I'll be back soon with another video. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, and be good to each other. I'll catch you all later. Thank you so much for your time. Take care. Bye-bye.